so much for being here. Now, of course, you work with different jurisdictions, but I want to ask you about cross-border payments. What's the biggest hurdles in terms of that?
First, thank you for hosting me here in Dubai, and I'm really happy to sit here in front of Sigma logo and explaining like which issues are we facing now in the market. It isn't a secret that the payment infrastructure is continuously changing around the globe, and we see that the regulators they are way more proactive than they were before. And the key reason is not only about their productivity, but there is another reason which I have noticed that a lot of regulators they hired young people who understand how to manage and how to manage the payment infrastructure. If we will take a look back, we understand that regulators they were usually one step behind. Now these days they implemented so many well-developed AI-driven as well tools to this system, which support them in their business processes, in their controlling obligations, and so on, so on, so on. These days we see the change of the generation in the industry, and previously, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, banking guys, they were really boring, old school. I'm almost 40, but let's say that they were more than 50 years old guys. And now we take a look on the banking side and we see that it is young blood, and young blood brings a lot of energy, and this is why the regulators are changing so fast these days. So I would say that we are definitely benefiting from this, because it is way easier to contact with the people your age than with some guy who doesn't understand what do you do. In the meantime, it creates some sort of the pressure to the industry where you have to be more compliant than you have ever been before.
Now, I like that you've mentioned that, regulators are catching up because I think for years and decades, we say that regulators are, as you've mentioned, they're one step behind. But I guess it's a good thing that they're catching up. And you mentioned that they're actually adopting to these new technologies, the innovation, right? And I think everything's going digital, right? Now, I want to ask you, Pavel, because we have to talk about crypto adoption and the AML regulation tightening up. So, how can digital entertainment companies, cope up with that?
So this is a very good question, because the crypto payments is an adoption by the nature, and for crypto payments, the market has still a lot of different options how to optimize the flow, how to set up the entities, and so on, so on, so on. You should understand that crypto it is 100% digital tool. In this regards, you are way more flexible with user experience. You're way more flexible with settlement cycles, with the risk management than with fiat money. Moreover, when you are talking about KYC, IML, and all this stuff, you should understand that the biggest part of crypto payments they done with Bitcoin, with USDT, with Ethereum, and all these top 5 currencies.
Right.
These currencies, in some circumstances, they are even more transparent than the fiat money. You understand where this currency was generated, how it was transferred to your brand, who was touching this currency, and this approach really helps everyone to follow the standards. It was a crazy idea like 10 years ago that crypto is going to be like like hippie currency
Oh,
where
yeah.
no one knows. It will be anonymous. It will make your it will make yourself feeling comfortable that no one knows where the money comes from. But these days has passed a long time ago. So now crypto is even more transparent than fiat, and it's more flexible, way more flexible.
All right. Now, you mentioned earlier about compliance, and I think nowadays it's really very important that companies think of it on the onset. So, how can companies become, compliant when it comes to regulations? Because we all know that, operating in different jurisdictions means different laws to follow.
Compliance is an investment. This is one of the most important part of doing business. And compliance doesn't consist of any doesn't consist of hiring the legal lady or legal guy who will be reading the documents and just transferring this paper to the operational team. Compliance team now is a separate department with their own product owners, with their own server infrastructure, and the compliance itself became a new product, and you will be one step behind if you do not consider the compliance as the part of the product and as the part of your workflow. Again, I'm in the industry for more than 10 years now, and I see how these changes were happening. And now there is another option to have like third-party compliance company who will support you, but all jurisdictions, they require to have compliance officer inside of your company. I would say that if you want to grow fast, if you want to satisfy all the requirements of the regulator are raising, all the challenges which you are facing, because sometimes the law can be changed very fast. I don't mean the law, like the Law Act. I mean some small directives of central bank. I mean some small directive for the
Orders,
regulator. Yes,
regulations,
yes, it
policies.
can be one word
Yes.
said on the press conference, which will be a signal for your compliance team to implement some kind of additional measures, or not to implement, maybe to even relax some measures which you implemented on your website or on your product. So compliance is a product. Consider it and work like this. Take care of compliance as well as you're taking care of your product.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember that compliance is investment. Now, Pavel, my final question. What's the biggest trend that we should look forward to this year in terms of payments technology?
Um, I would say that all trends which we were facing previously will continue. At first, this is segregation of the payment field globally, because each country wants to have their own payment system in place. They want to have payments to be done fast from account to an account without any third-party provider, because this is very important for the country independency first, because I'm from Eastern Europe. I see so many new payment systems introduced, and they have a lot of very big market shares. I see Philippines, where GCash is booming. I
Yeah.
see India, where UPI is owns like 99% of the transactions, peaks, and I expect that more and more countries will be creating their own payment protocols. This is number one. In the meantime, all these people, they are traveling between the countries, so I expect that it will be a penetration of the payment system from one country to another, as well as it happening right now. Tourists from India with UPI wallets, they already are able to pay without Visa and MasterCard schemes in Dubai. They are able to pay in Philippines. They are able to pay in Japan and Saudi Arabia. I see a lot of interstate integrations between the payment protocols around the globe. And it will give us a lot of flexibility. It will give us very fast transactions. And very soon, I expect that Brazilian manager can travel around the world and pay with the Pix everywhere, because everything will be connected. So it's like segregation,
Yeah.
but in the meantime, this is globalization again. So
You're
we
right.
are made one step back to make two steps forward.
Great thoughts. Really, so many great insights there. Thank you so
Smart.
much.
Yeah, thank you very much.